So I hope you had fun with that. Just as a quick recap, what we did was we closed this switch, and by closing the switch, I introduced the 50 ohm resistor into the circuit in place of the 2K. It was in parallel with the 2K, so the effective resistance was more or less 50 ohms. And so I expected to see a sharply rising waveform, but instead I saw something absolutely crazy. Okay, let me draw that for your notes very quickly, and then we can try to figure out what on earth is going on. So I expected to see, so this is what I expected. This worked fine. And then I had a low voltage here at VB, it went up. But here, things went haywire. I expected to see a nice little well-behaved fast rising waveform that looked like this. Okay, that's what I expected. But what I saw was something utterly crazy. Okay, I saw something that looked like this. Okay, that is what I saw. I saw an oscillatory waveform that seemed to oscillate and then the oscillations decay, and this was with the 50 ohm resistor. And then following here, it went down as expected, and then I had a 0 volts there. Okay, this was absolutely crazy. Now C is going absolutely nuts because of this, because at C, what does the waveform look like? Okay, all of this looks pretty good, and this looks here, of course, because VT, the threshold VT is crossed very quickly, C goes down very quickly. Okay, but crazy things happen. Notice that because this waveform here, okay, goes down, okay, and potentially goes below the threshold voltage for the input of VB. I might get some funky thing. So let's say, let me just redraw this. Let's say that this oscillation here went below the threshold voltage for the node at B. Okay, so for the MOSFET at B, this voltage went below the threshold voltage. So that what I would see here for C, I would see a spike that looked like this. For the little brief period that the voltage went below VT, okay, for a brief period that the voltage went below VT, okay, my MOSFET would shut off and my output would go high, and my behavior would look like this. Not what I expect. Okay, this is not what I want. Okay, this is wrong. Okay, oops, you know what I should have done? I should have drawn it in purple just to be consistent with my color code here. Let me just redo that for you. Okay, just change that to purple very quickly. Okay. So that is not good. And in fact, if these oscillations here were much higher, I would get a whole bunch of ups and downs here, and my whole circuit is simply not behaving like I expected it to. Okay, so what on earth is going on? So before I show you the answer, you may want to hit the pause button and think for yourself as to what